Boom, this is another topic I've been wanting to speak on. Like, it had came to my mind, and I don't want to say, I don't want to, self-boast or anything, but I know I got a good habit and it's kind of easy for me. But in order to, get where you want to go, you have to go ghost. Why? Because you don't realize in life, everything around you is a distraction. There's so many things, you feel me? You get in your car, what do you have? A radio. You go home, you got a TV. You walking around, you got AirPods. You in class, you got a phone. Everything around us kind of clogs our mind from actually, I don't want to say like thinking, but our minds nowadays are so programmed not to really, think. And what a lot of people don't realize is, especially like I'll use me for example, I used to always think meditation is when you sit down, butt ass naked in the ground, and you just sitting there humming. You feel me? On some like Soluminati shit. You feel me? But I always realized, well, I came now, like that's not what it is. It's really just silence, and silence is key to self mastery. Success comes once you start living like it's already came. You feel me? You don't just, well, that's another reason why I love using this one. Why you see lottery winners, they always go broke, because at heart, they wasn't ready for it. They wasn't prepared. They didn't adjust already. Versus somebody that's already living like a millionaire, even though they're not. But when it comes, they're already prepared, and it's like nothing new. They already been kind of programmed themselves to that. So the same thing goes in life. You feel me? Figure out what you want in life, not what people glorify or what social media, puts out, but come to your senses, even if it's just a day or a week, whatever. Start somewhere. I'm not saying just completely go ghost right away and, for a whole year straight. Hey, if that's what you want to do, kudos to you. You feel me? I generally feel like that's what everybody should do. But obviously, to break bad habits, you got to start somewhere. So little movements always are better than just, big leaps. So, feel me? Like, turn the gram off. You feel me? Turn the gram off. Turn TikTok off. Turn all this shit off. I promise you, after a month, life is going to seem so, like, no, I don't want to say peaceful in a sense, because it's more than just that, but, like, you're going to kind of, like, know yourself a little more, because it's literally just you. It's not every second I'm putting up Instagram and viewing somebody's story. I'm scrolling on TikTok, seeing people I've never seen or I'm never going to see again. And, my mind is getting fed all this bullshit, news, this, that, and the third. What we don't realize is that's generally not what we were meant to do. You feel me? Everybody is meant to have their own beliefs, their own experiences, and their own lives. And I feel like when you go ghost, it kind of separates you from everything, from media, from just everything. And you really just have full control over your life and yourself. You really have no influences. You feel me? Every action is basically determined 100% off you. Why? Because it's so crazy. You ever been scrolling on TikTok and you keep hearing a song that you first don't like, but then you keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and the more you hear it, the more you just start to like it? I feel like it's mainly because people naturally, we kind of fall victim to liking what everybody likes. When nobody likes it, it's more common for nobody at all. But when so many people like something, you kind of fall into the habit of following along. And you don't want to be a follower. You always want to be, niggas been saying this shit since elementary school. You don't want to be a follower, you want to be a leader. But the older we get, the more miserable people get. Because of course, when you're a kid, you're pure, you're happy. But older you get, the more responsibilities that you have. Therefore, more is gonna have to be done. But of course, people get lazy. People have, they just don't want to do nothing. They just want to be comfortable. You feel me? You just go get you a job, live check to check. You party every weekend with your friends. You do this, and the third. You're gonna always be at this level because it's just enough. It's just enough to get by. And you never want to just be average or even above average, because even if you're above average, let something happen if you fall back down to average. So if you really want better for yourself, just go goals, gang. Like, nigga, I've been off the gram for like, I want to say a year. And it's so crazy. Instagram, fuck you. Them boys literally just took my shit for no reason. Cause I was just checking my emails, nigga. I see your account has been disabled for some reason. I'm like, how the fuck you disable a deactivated account? How that work? But who knows, you know, shit might be a blessing in disguise, but just deactivate the gram, bro. Deactivate everything. I say the only social you need to keep generally is YouTube, because it's educational. Depends on what you watch. If you sitting on YouTube and you watching 20v1s, nigga, you cook grits over it. But definitely, I feel like, especially now, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to attach it to our everyday lives to where we can't live without it. And when you have social media, it kind of makes you rely on certain attention, and it's not the good attention, you know. They get you trapped in this cycle. Oh, I want more likes. Or you're worried about likes. You're worried about your followers. You're worried about how your account looks. You're worried about your highlights. You thinking about doing certain things for the gram. Nigga, do certain things for yourself. You feel me? Like, and it'd be so crazy because a lot of niggas do that nowadays, because social media, another one, well, social media is a big way, you know, people run to for validation. You know, people post certain things just to get that validation or kudos, when you really shouldn't be doing that, because you should really, the only validation you should seek is from yourself, not from anybody else. Because let's just say nobody validates what the fuck you looking for validation for, now you're cooked. Now you feel away. Be happy for yourself. Don't ever look for happiness out in other places but yourself. Why? Because when those things are gone, that happiness also leaves with it. But if you only rely on all of that shit from yourself, nigga, I'm pretty sure the only time you leave yourself is when you die. Therefore, that happiness is